Hi, good morning. This is Brad, and welcome to our master bathroom lighting project, in which we are highlighting this back shower wall, which is a beautiful hand-troweled concrete finish, and we're going to highlight that with a wall grazer. And that wall grazer is going to reside in a slot above the ceiling plane, so it's almost invisible to the naked eye where the light source comes from. And sometimes these slots can be a little complicated to create because of course you have all kinds of existing framing in the ceiling that you've got to contend with. So I just wanted to show you guys exactly how we did this one. This one is a little more complicated than normal because of the curves back wall. And I should also say this is the brainchild of myself and my lead framer, Roger, from ARM Construction, who has years and years and years of experience with this type of stuff, and he's got the extreme technical background to to really troubleshoot and come up with a solution here. So a lot of what you're seeing are ideas that Roger came up with, and we worked out together. So in this, you can see in this 3D model, we've got our walk-through shower here, and we've got our back wall of that shower, and above it the light slot, which is represented by these two little planes that are sticking up above the model into what is the attic space. So why don't we go to a drafting view. In plan. Now let's talk about exactly how we did this. So this is an existing home, and we gutted this space completely to the walls, and basically we're left with frame, and you can see this is the back wall of the shower that's going to be framed in, curved, and this is the pass-through shower. So if I go ahead and overlay the existing, you can see that in order to frame this back wall up to another plane, we're going to have to remove 3 existing joists, which I've gone ahead and highlighted in red. So those are the joists that we're going to have to remove to create the pocket. Let's go to a perspective view again. And just to clarify this, let's take a look at some ghosted walls just to orient yourselves. So there's the space with the ghosted walls in place, the ceiling, the 3 joists that we're going to remove. Let's go ahead and take those out, and let's add in 2 sister joists. You can see we have these 2 sister joists here. It's a 2x10 ceiling system. So now we've got this big opening in the ceiling, which is where we'll actually create our pocket. The top of that pocket is going to be actually the top of the joist system. So let's go ahead and add that framing in. So this framing is essentially 1/2-inch plywood deck with joisting going the opposite direction and resting on the doubles that we sistered, creating this nice big pocket up here. Let's get rid of these for clarity, those ghosted walls. So now we're just looking at the ceiling plane. And let's see what happens now if we frame in the curved wall. So now you can see that curved wall sweeps across the space and really takes up the entire bay that we've created up there. That's why we had to create such a large opening. And this curved wall has a curved plywood template at the top, and along the floor a curved plywood template, and then it's just infilled with studs, 16 inches on center. To create the slot, we're going to build a little ladder wall in front of the curved wall. Going to give it about a 6-inch space on rough. And that again is just 2 pieces of plywood, top, bottom, and then some very short studs infilling, 16 on center. So now we've got to fill in these large void areas. So we'll add some plywood as nailers. On this side I've added 2 layers of 1/2 inch back here as a nailer. 2 layers a 1/2 inch on the back of the shower curve wall as a nailer, and then we infill with joists. And that's it. In a nutshell, it's pretty simple once you break this down into individual little projects, so to speak. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out through the website. So now you can see once we frame or install our drywall across here, we can install it right up to the edge of this recess and right up to the back of the curve wall. And this will look like one contiguous ceiling plane, only with this slot that interrupts it. The inside of that slot on this side, we faced in 1/4 inch drywall, 2 layers to match that curve. And then of course, as you know, this curved wall is the hand-troweled concrete finish. And then installing the light fixture up in the slot is actually the easiest part. They just really screw into place, and we put the drivers up in the attic space for the unit. Anyway, hopefully this will inform your project, or at least give you some ideas on how to move forward with framing something like this. And I hope you enjoy your renovation. Good luck.